Welcome to Kata's beach area. We're going to start off today in the northern part of the beach, and as you can see, quite a few vendors here before you actually enter onto the beach. Now, I haven't covered this beach for about 7 months. The last time I was down here was in low season. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. I'll link it at the top of the screen now. But of course, we are smack bang. Just let that tractor go. We are smack bang in high season, just coming up to the end of March. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and you enjoyed the video, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. Well, today is Saturday, the 28th of March, and we're going to be taking a look around the beach area here in Kata, Phuket. And already you can see the weather yourself, absolutely beautiful, and has been like this now for about 3 weeks. Temperature wise, we are mid to high 30s. Very warm indeed. It's a little after 10:30 in the morning. Let's take a look at the beautiful Kata's Beach. Lots of people already I can see in the ocean and looking reasonably busy. Just over a week away from Thai New Year, Songkran. So if you're coming out here in the next few days, the weather, well, speaks for itself. Very, very warm indeed. Average temperature has been around 36 degrees. Let's take a look at the water quality here, because I have mentioned before there are some outlets towards the very top northern end of Kata's Beach, so just bear that in mind. If you're swimming towards that end, they're actually storm drains that run out into the sea, but of course it's not only water that runs out of those storm drains. But the water's looking very inviting. This beach, of course, is very popular with Eastern European visitors and tourists. Kata itself, lots of choice when it comes to accommodation. Of course, I have covered quite a lot of accommodation in this area over the years. So again, if you're interested in that, go and take a look at my accommodation playlist. On there, you're going to find quite a few hotels in this area, including the Swadi, the Wee Kata, and a few others as well. Lots and lots of people here. Of course, on the beach you're going to find water sports of all descriptions, from the jet skis to the banana boats. You can actually see one of the speed boats going out there. Just a word of caution, if you do hire the jet skis, I have mentioned this before and it is common sense, just check it over before you jump on it and off you go. Just make sure there's no damage. The best thing to do, honestly, is take your phone out your pocket, do a quick video and just make sure everything is in order. And I've got to say, it's looking gorgeous down here today. Not overcrowded, which is nice. I know around Christmas time this beach can become a little bit overwhelming with the amount of people on it. But at the moment it's looking reasonable, quite nice. There's quite a bit of area where you can just sit if you want to. Of course, there's plenty of parasols and sunbeds to choose from. Average price of those are normally around 200 baht a set, if you're wondering. So you get 2 chairs and a parasol, normally cost you 200 baht for the day. Now, of course, please feel free to comment down below. Love to get some feedback from yourselves regarding this beach. A lot of you will know my feelings about Kata's Beach. It used to be one of my favourites, but not so much now. But I've got to admit today, it's looking very inviting indeed, the beach area. It's not overly crowded. I can see that the sunbeds have been moved back somewhat from where they were the last time I covered it. Again, as I've said, check out that video. You can see the difference over a period of 7 months if you're interested. And yeah, the beach is looking very, very nice. Of course, if you're looking for accommodation here, then you've got the Kata Beyond, which I have covered, as I mentioned, some accommodation which is down the southern end, and then just over there is a Club Med, and really Club Med dominates this beach. It takes up most of the, I'm not going to say beach area, but the area behind the beach, because there is actually a road that runs along here which we shall be walking back along shortly once we get a little bit further down. But Club Med is a very large resort, so you might want to take a look at that. I believe it's good for families, got a lot of activities going on in there. I haven't actually covered that hotel as yet. Maybe in the future I will be able to get in there and do some reviews of that. For those of you who watch the channel regularly, you will have seen that I've been covering Kamilar quite heavily just lately, both the beach area and accommodation over there. And honestly, it's one of my favourite areas at the moment. I do feel Kamilar has a lot to offer the tourist, for people that are coming out here for a nice holiday. But again, Kata is very good as well. There's not much between them really, I'll be honest with you. Nightlife wise, I would actually say Kata has the edge over Kamilar. So if nightlife is important to you, then Kata definitely offers a little bit more choice. How inviting does that look? Wow. Lovely colour on the water today. Lovely colour. Looking really nice, I must admit. Now, of course, you're going to find a few more facilities down the southern end. There are a few restaurants at the bottom in the distance over there that you can go and chill out at if you get tired of the beach or you want to take a spot of lunch, have a few drinks, but still stay overlooking the beach. Then there's quite a few restaurants down the bottom part and bars as well that you can enjoy in the evening before the sun sets. Of course, you've got the big Kata Beyond or Beyond Kata Hotel at the bottom, and then just behind there you have the sort of main area really of Kata, with lots of vendors selling food and drink. There's small market areas all the way along that road. I have covered it, so of course please do check out some of my older videos if you're considering the Kata area to come on holiday too and you want to know what it has to offer. Then I have covered most of the size in and around Kata and Karon as well. So those both excellent places to come and stay and enjoy your holiday. Wow, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's make our way off the beach now and take a look at what's just at the back. Now, of course, if you decide you want to just put your towels on the beach, like the people here have done, and go in the sea and not actually have the parasols, if that's your thing, then there does seem to be quite a bit of room. It looks like the sunbeds have been moved back, because at one point they were right on the edge of the sea, to be honest. But it looks like things have altered since I last came down here, and they've been thinned out a bit, which isn't a bad thing. So there's plenty of room there. And then of course, if the sun gets too hot, which I've got to admit at the moment, it is very, very warm out here. Around midday, 1, 2 o'clock, you really don't want to be lying in the sun. It is absolutely scorching. There is an area at the back of the beach, as you can see as we're coming in now, lined with trees that's going to offer you a little bit of relief from that relentless sun. So you can make your way back here if it gets too much for you, and just pop your towel or whatever, your beach mat down here. A lot of people do that once the sun gets too hot for them. Towards the bottom end of this road here, there's normally a few vendors selling street food, rotis, burgers, bit of Thai food, of course all your drinks, etc. That's just down there. And then we're going to go back up towards where I've parked, which is the northern part. And as I say, you can grab yourself a little bit of shade here, out of the sun if it gets too much. Quite a nice area to come and relax in. Still got a great view. And it is a beautiful view, there's no doubt about that. And as I mentioned, Club Med, you can see the size of it yourself. A substantial resort here in Kata, and it takes up most of the beach line. Not quite all, but most of it. So again, a nice place to stay. Price wise, I couldn't tell you. I know it's not cheap to stay there. It can be expensive to stay in Club Med. They do offer a host of facilities. Beautiful. Now, please drop me some comments. Let me know your thoughts. Do you want me to cover the beach area again in more detail? Or are you happy with what you've seen this morning? I personally think Kata looks a lot better today than it did 7 months ago, the last time I was down here. Now, of course, weather has a factor on that. It is high season, the sun is out, blue skies, makes everything seem a lot better. But it seems a little bit quieter at the minute. We're in March, as I mentioned, just coming into April. A little bit more space on the beach, not so overcrowded. Christmas time here is just chaotic. So if you like busy, and I do mean busy, then maybe Christmas is a good time for you to come. So let me hear your thoughts. Let me get some comments. If you've enjoyed today's video, then of course, remember to give it a thumbs up, share it on your social media. I'm trying to push this channel forward. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And if you do, then thank you again for that. Lots of videos coming over the next few months, so watch out for those. And in the meantime, check out my playlists. And of course, now I have 3 channels, if you don't already know. I have my Thai food channel. I also have a moto channel. So if you're interested in any of that, take a look at those. Those are on the main page at the bottom. You can find the links there to those channels. And I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna go and enjoy the rest of the day in this beautiful sunshine. I'll speak to you soon. I eat, I ride, I explore. Until next time, I'll see you soon.